Hold on, man. I should have brought up Spotify. Anyway, hello. Well, actually, no, I can't. The computer went down for a moment, of course. Anyway, let me go to Spotify on here. I could go to that. Last night I went to a Brazilian steakhouse, the one in Canal City. It's awesome. But I'm tired this morning. I'm still trying to wake up. Trying to think what to listen to.
See if you can spell this one.
Yeah. Layla. You. Layla. Layla. And that was Layla by Eric Clapton. But that one time I got Eric Church confused with Eric Clapton. Don't ask. Because I'm tired. Why I got confused with it. I guess because both of them are Erics. But of course one of them's Eric Clapton and one of them's Eric Church. You spot the difference. Or there's some similarities. I really don't care. Oh. You want to know something, people? Even though I went to that Brazilian steakhouse today, even though I took a shit, I got a stuffy nose right now, as of this moment. Why? I don't know. Probably because I had laid in front of the air conditioner. I don't know. And you know what? At least it's better than, at least where I'm at and also where I'm also at least it's not Hazard Creek. Where there's nothing around except for in Hazard Creek it's basically countryside. But anyway, yeah. So do you want to hear me talk about the Brazilian steakhouse? This is actually actually I haven't been there multiple times, but in the past, but last time, which was yesterday, last time I was there, I actually ate more than expected, and I did get full, because that's the whole point of the buffet. But here's the funny thing, people. You gotta realize, when you're at a Brazilian steakhouse, remember this, people. You're there for Brazilian food. I guess, I guarantee you 75% of the food that I ate was Brazilian steakhouse food. That's what I'm trying to get at. Now, the other stuff could be multicultural food. Like, for an example, shrimp cocktail shrimp, or calamari, squid, poor Squidward, even though he's an octopus, We're gonna watch a video now. Even after listening to Layla by Eric Clapton, the acoustic version of that song, instead of the one by Eric Clapton's, I guess, band, or was it Derek and the Dominoes, I think? I don't know. Something like Dennison. It's one of the D's and the Dominoes or something. Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty damn sure I'm close to that. Hold on. Derek. And yeah, with Derek and the Dominoes, I think. I was just making sure. Layla. Yeah, that's who originally sung, but I think that was still Eric Clapton and Derek in the dominoes, but you know, want to make sure artists there. Funny thing is, you know, yeah, it was formed by a singer, a guitarist, Eric Clapton, and Bobby Whitlock, Carl Rattle, Jim Gordon, Dave Mason, and Dwayne Allman. I think it was, but I don't know. No. Good thing is, I think, yeah, Eric Clapton's still alive, but the problem is with Eric Clapton, I think he's had a rough life, and also he's had some issues here recently. Like remembering that Tears in Heaven song, you know. But I'm not gonna say a damn thing about I mean, that Tears in Heaven song's a good song, but it's on his life when I guess his son died because someone or somebody let his son fall to his death from a building or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been in school, but that Tears in Heaven song is a pretty damn good song, especially in the acoustic version on Unplugged, you know, I guess by MTV. Yeah, MTV. Yeah. My dad said when I said I was ridiculousness on it, and he said, what channel was that on? It's on MTV, and he said, well, I'm trying to think how he said it. Well, we already got enough ridiculousness in this world. You know, and what MTV is for people that are druggies. That's what he told me. Yeah, MTV is for people that are druggy and some other things. I forget. Yeah, it was on the MTV is for people that are on drugs. Well, so did the other channel anymore. Seems like drugs. And we're not talking about marijuana, alcohol, or caffeine or tobacco. We're talking about hardcore drugs, I think. And when I mean hardcore drugs, I mean, well, you know, like cocaine. Yeah. Or no, because we don't need cocaine. Or other shit. You. Let's watch a video, and since no one's really watching. Eric Clapton, you know, I think he's a good singer. You know, some people may, and he's also a good guitarist too, and songwriter. You know, I think he is. Now, some people may question. Joe is hungry. Well, guess what? I thought he was at the 500 episode, not 400. And I think he messed up or something. I think he messed up. Cause I thought he was in the 500 episode, you see.
Time offer. Bring it back to the studio for a full burger autopsy. Give it the score that we think it really deserves. Right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Now it's time for the ever popular burger birthday shout-outs. Domino, VTuber, and Twitch streamer, I want to wish you a very special happy birthday. Sean, thank you for supporting the channel, and happy birthday to you. Florian, happy birthday to you. Caden, Matt, Caden, Dylan, Ezra, Samantha, and Oliver, I wish each and every one of you a very hungry happy birthday. With that out of the way, and for those of you not in the know, Grillo's pickles are a fresh, no artificial anything, cold processed pickle for what they claim is maximum crunch. The Big Deal Double Sonic Smasher is part of the Grillo's Pickles menu lineup, consisting of pickle season tops, pickle season groovy fries, and a pickle Rita slush. And the Big Deal Double Sonic Smasher, which is what we're doing today, and it's made up of 2 hand smashed and seasoned Angus beef patties, 2 slices of melted American cheese, dill pickle seasoned crispy cucumbers, dilly ranch sauce, Grillo pickle chips and lettuce, and according to Sonic, on a soft potato bun. Just one of these double burgers will hamper your diet plans with 680 calories. I have a full...
Also, I gotta say something about a potato bun. One time I tried a potato bun, and I guess it was, I can't remember if it was alright, I can't remember most of it. At least it was better than the pretzel bun, I will give him that.
Additional information on the screen.
Like 100 times better than a pretzel bun.
Description below. If you have the itch and you've got to try one of these, be prepared to shell out a substantial
After pretzel buns.
$14.57.
Fuck the pretzel buns. Your ass is a pretzel bun. You candy ass.
Actually going to be a good flavor combination. Let's find out right now and head on over to Sonic.
Probably shouldn't have said candy ass out loud.
Could I get 4 Big Deal Double Sonic Smashers, the Grillo Pickle version things?
You said just one of them?
4 of them.
Okay.
That's about it.
You said that was it?
Yeah.
Alright, give me 30 to those 6. Have a great day.
Thank you. Hey, how are you? 1, 2. Change, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day. We've got our smashers. Let's do the Joe is hungry temperature check. Smasher number 1 is 164.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Smasher number 2 is 165.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Smasher number 3 is 167.2 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Apparently, the Sonic in Calhoun, Georgia, today, they get it because they passed the Joe is hungry temperature test. Now it's time to open the top, take a deep look inside, check all the pickles out, head back to the studios and... Dude, the Joe is hungry. Wait. Well, Sonic, you actually did pretty good this morning. You got the temperatures right, and you actually cooked it to order. So, can you keep the momentum going when we take off for the packaging? In other words, set the tear on the scales. Sonic Smasher number 1 comes in at 8.45 ounces or 239 grams. Sonic Smasher number 2 comes in at 8.70 ounces or 246 grams. Smasher number 3 weighs in at 8.85 ounces or 251 grams. Well, the difference between the heaviest and the lightest is actually less than 10% of the average weight of all 3. So today, Sonic, you pass the Joe is hungry consistency weight test. Well, Sonic, they don't have serving weights in their nutritional information. There is little more I can do about that except add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with a high middle of the road 86 cents an ounce, which leads us on to the next test, the one and only. The Joe is hungry big reveal. believe they look like. We've seen what they look like, and we saw how much they were. Not that great of a price, and as far as what they look like, it's kind of got that cup half full thing going on. Maybe a little bit of crush factor, a little bit of ad photo puffing. What do you expect?
You.
See it differently? Leave it in the comments.
You.
Otherwise, now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage.
This video's about as good as. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to say one of my dad's, or change one of my dad's quotes. Hold on. This YouTube is like as good as when, but of course this is way, way better. Okay. Shit, I don't know. Sometimes he would say this is more twisted than color TV. Well, this is more twisted than YouTube itself, you know, and color TV. Yeah.
Definitely fresh.
This is more twisted than any other YouTube video, you know, because it has pickles. And pickles make you pucker and twisted. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at the MSG, and hopefully he doesn't have MSG in it. You know what the problem is with MSG? When I try tasting it by itself, it doesn't taste like actual salt. It tasted like weird by itself, like salt does, but you know, but weird. Be careful with MSG, monosodium glutamate.
Number 3.
Even though it may help with some flavor, just don't put too much of. Oh, hello there, Wesley. How you doing?
Really good job today. Thank you. That guy, he's a catch. No doubt about it.
Yeah, this is more twisted than any other YouTube video and color TV.
I think from those cucumbers, I can definitely taste the cheese.
But yet, we already have color TV, which is good, because I don't know what happened if we didn't. I like color TV, especially in 4K. Or at least, you know. This is about as crazy as black and white TV, too.
Although it did have a good flavor, and you definitely cooked it fresh. However, I would have liked it.
What happened last night with the hip-hop artists last night? What happened with Busta Rhymes? Was there a riot or something in Charleston? Yeah, because Wesley's saying the Regatta probably won't book any more hip-hop artists because of what happened last night. What happened last night? I wasn't there. Maybe it's a good thing I wasn't there. Did Busta Rhymes tell people to F off or something? Or did he say that one word I can't say? Or was it something else? There was a shooting nearby and he cussed a lot. Oh, there was a shooting nearby. God damn. Like how far from the Regatta? You know, that's weird. A good thing I wasn't there last night. Like how many people got shot? Was it like a mass shooting or what? I mean, I know they probably shouldn't have booked Busta Rhymes, number one, and number two, they probably shouldn't have booked a guy that sung a song called Break Your Neck, or This Means War.
Just saying.
Which, I mean, he had help from Ozzy Osbourne on that song, but
6.8. That is my number. This is my review.
that's weird. Normally,
In the next
well, I mean, there could be a shooting anytime, anywhere, about a block away. Well, that's still bad. Good thing I wasn't there.
Customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend?
Good thing.
I can ask.
But then again, you never know. The person who probably was shooting was probably fucking drunk. As well, maybe what, I don't know. Who the hell knows what happened? But still, I know bust around the woodcut. No one got shot. It was teenagers that fired the gun. Oh, no one got shot. Okay, but still they fired guns. Well, that's real weird. Funny thing, the gun emoji on Facebook doesn't look like an actual gun. It looks like those alien laser beam things, or a water gun. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like a pistol. It doesn't look like a shotgun, like a hillbilly double barrel shotgun. I'm so sorry about that, hillbilly. Anyway, I actually like you. I just don't like rednecks that well. Unfortunately. I'm at the rednecks in Boone County, okay? I don't know if you're a redneck or not, but still. If you are a redneck, I'm talking about the rednecks of Boone County because, they suck. Coal mining cock. Oh. Sorry about that. Anyway, super soaker, but also looks like one of those laser beams that the aliens use. Oh, sorry, that might be too. Bahama Breeze Island Grill. That reminds me of. See, there was a restaurant a long time ago, Wesley. That restaurant right there. Well, not that restaurant. It was called Cheeseburger in Paradise. Maybe this is what they replaced. Cheeseburger in Paradise. Maybe. Except now it's fancier. Looks like. Yeah. Do you remember that restaurant, Cheeseburger in Paradise, where Jimmy Buffett, Cheeseburger in Paradise? Have you ever been? I've been. Of course, it's no longer a restaurant, though. I kind of wish it still was a restaurant, but then again, I guarantee you a lot of drunks would just go there. Still. Hate to say it. Since, I'm supposed to be teetotal at some points, I'm like right now, I'm teetotal. Right now. And I'm supposed to stay teetotal, but of course that's not going to happen. Did you see the news about Chuck E. Cheese opening adult arcade? Yes. Will they have food and sit down or not at those adult arcades? Because that's what people should be going there for, is food and the arcades, which are supposed to be child casinos. Yeah. Even though I know what you're going to say, an arcade is different from a casino. Well, they're about similar too, if you think about it, because they're addicting.
United States, they are owned by the same company that owns Longhorn and Olive Garden.
Funny thing is, I've been in a casino, and I guess there is a difference between the arcade and the casino. The arcade, you win a prize, while the casino, you gotta win money. Or lose money. It depends.
We've been here before.
And also a casino, you gotta pay taxes on it. Which, don't. It's possible they are trying to compete with Dave & Buster's. Well, that's a good thing because Chuck E. Cheese needs to. But the problem is with that, they're just copying Dave & Buster's. Is what the problem's going to be. If they do it wrong.
Maybe pick up a dessert and bring you. So are you ready, Bobby?
But have you been to Cheeseburger in Paradise? That not this restaurant, but Cheeseburger in Paradise was awesome. Well, maybe awesome, huh? Except when they sung it, I didn't like it, their version, when they would sing it every hour. Which is sad. It was just sad. Well, okay, maybe it wasn't that sad, but still.
Now come with us as we show you around this
Cheeseburger in Paradise sounds awesome right now. And even in the morning it sounds awesome. I mean, this is a cheeseburger, not just Cheeseburger in Paradise. It's like copying Dave & Buster's formula, yeah. It's in this restaurant, like copying Cheeseburger in Paradise, except I think this is a little bit fancier than, I can't remember. I haven't been to Cheeseburger in Paradise. Well, it was a restaurant. Now I think it's mostly Margaritaville restaurants that they got. But I haven't been to the Margaritaville restaurant. Now I've been near a Margaritaville coffee shop while I was in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, in the island. But that would have been awesome if I went in there. Hold on a minute. But this is how I think how Cheeseburger in Paradise would look like if it was still open today. Buffalo Wild Wings in Barbersville is permanently closed. Yeah, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Well, they need to pay their employees more, and maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe shit wouldn't have also happened if they had good food and such, you know. There's better wings in this world, you know. Like, there's better wing options at Pizza Hut, which is sad. Because that goes to show you how, or there's better wing options at Roosters in Pullman Square in Huntington. Funny thing is, Wesley, when I went to a Brazilian steakhouse yesterday in Canal City, you know, I ate something similar to a hot dog too, but it was more like a kielbasa though. Every time I eat something similar to stuff like hot dogs or something, well, I burp up weird stuff.
Here's a closer look at the entrees that you can get.
Cuban sandwich. I don't know. A Cheeseburger in Paradise would have that. Maybe a cheeseburger Cuban sandwich, maybe. Oh yeah, that too, Wesley. Wesley was also saying it didn't help with being behind the mall and not a tall sign letting people know it's there. That too. Yeah, and it also didn't help, you know, when you don't pay your employees right or too, and also have bad food now. And plus, like I said, there is better wing options out there than Buffalo Wild Wings. There's like Roosters in Huntington, and Roosters, if you get the bone-in wing, they got the biggest bone-in, or they did at one time. Had the biggest bone, and I mean it with the full wing. It's not like flats and drums. I mean, we're talking about the wings called the whole wing, which means the flat, the drums, and whatever the other part is of the wing. The whole wing, like I think it's like that, or maybe I can't remember. But that's awesome, and they're big too. They can't say Dave & Buster's ran them out of business. Well, yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings can't say that because, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings is not an arcade.
A quick heads up before we show the food.
They can't say that. And whether they have excuses, I'm going to say, Well, you should have had good food. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Breeze uses a lot of dim lighting.
Dim lighting. If you go to the Barnyard Barbecue in Tate Valley, get the baked spaghetti. It's awesome. But if I wanted to go to a barbecue restaurant, why would I get baked spaghetti? It's a problem. Thanks for the recommendation, though.
Hopefully you guys can see
If I go to a barbecue restaurant, I'm going to go for the barbecue.
crispy chicken sandwich.
You get one saying because...
Jerk honey butter.
That's interesting.
See that on there.
Let me see if I can find some food news today that's not about Waffle House or... Let's see what Food Beast says now. Oh, they're still talking about that DJ Mustard and his mustard, I guess. God damn it, still nothing. Except for you had to fill out an application to try this ultra exclusive tequila. What? Why do you have to fill out an application to try this one tequila for? Is it spicy? Is it damning? Is it spicy and damning?
That is really good. I'm glad I chose that.
Oh, it's expensive as hell.
Very refreshing. The mango.
Damn, that's expensive. I don't want that then. Forget that. I need to save up for
Excellent size.
I don't know what I'm trying to save up for. Forget that. Right now I'm trying to save up for to watch Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano Free to renew that Netflix thing.
There's a lot of that.
Netflix subscription, which is good. Looks like it's gonna be a good boxing event. If you're gonna bet on someone though, I don't know if you should. Probably not. Cause then you'll probably win or lose money. But now I'm gonna say, even though I want Amanda Serrano to win, it's probably gonna be ending up being Katie Taylor wins again. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But especially in this trilogy, I don't know who's gonna win.
I'm anxious to try this.
But see, the favorite going into it is Katie Taylor. Here, I'll show you.
Buttermilk. So it is.
Unless if it's changed now,
This is more of a sweet
because it normally does change. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
seasoning on it. Takes a lot of sweetness from the butter, and that jerk spice gives you maybe just a hint of spice tanginess from the mayonnaise and the pickle. It's a good combination.
Yeah, the pickle.
So I would order this again. And I had a little bit of this fruit on here.
And speaking of the gambling, but still, we don't have that in this state. The steak, we don't have that.
Pineapple chopped up.
Steak, in this state, we don't, I don't think.
That's definitely worth ordering.
I'm looking at BetMGM.
Like French fries and everything you can get. This is more of a lighter side. Now let's take a look at my meal. It was $12.99. The blackened mahi tacos. It's 2 grilled flour tortillas with cilantro lime slaw, tomato salsa, zesty aioli, and a seafood chowder. Curtis has clam, shrimp, and scallops, and maybe some snails in it, is what I read. Not sure. Better look at the blackened mahi. Good sized pieces and a ton of salsa. You can see the slaw underneath it. There's a look at the chowder. There's a shrimp in there. Plenty of potatoes. Looks like the base of the chowder is really creamy. Get this piece with the shrimp in it. And it looks very chunky and hot. First of all, it is creamy and smooth. You can see that just by looking at it. It's chunky with all the potatoes and the different seafood pieces floating around inside it. I can really taste that shrimp. There's another shrimp in there. Got a spicy kick to it at the end. Not overly spicy, just enough. I don't know if there's a lot of pepper in there. I don't really see that, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's good, and it's not really a fishy tasting soup. It's just flavorful. I would order this again if I ever come back. Better look at some of the seafood. That might be a piece of clam in there along with some more shrimp. Let's take a look at the inside of this. Here we go.
I'm trying to find
So this fish by itself. Try it.
where's the boxing.
The fish had a firm texture to it. It's not a strong fishy flavor or kind of maybe a mild sweetness. And the blackening seasoning gives it a little bit of spice, but really not much at all. Just a good flavor on it. Let's just take one more look. I think it's going to taste completely different when I bite it with this aioli on here and some of this tomato salsa. So I'll put it all right there. Let's pick up the shell. The shell is warm. You see it better under the light. It is so dark in here. Alright. It's a little spicier now, and I can also taste a little more smoky flavor from that blackening seasoning. Let me put it back under there. Get the crunch from the slaw underneath, and the fresh tomatoes, give it a little bit of flavor, and some coolness and tanginess from that aioli on there, having a little more zestiness. One thing I do like about this fish is it's taken on the flavors of everything else that is on here. So it blends well with all the different condiments that are on it. And the shell itself is warm, it's soft, but it also has a nice little chew to it. It's good taco, Bobby. I think you would like these.
Well, John, I'm only going to put the lemon on the half that I'm going to eat right here because I know you don't prefer that on yours. And a little bit of tomato down there. It's good. I like the fish, but I'm getting a strong pepper flavor, probably from the blackened seasoning they're using. So I'm going to stick with my chicken sandwich.
How's that, guys, for a dessert intro? Catching it on fire. This is the Flaming Pineapple Butter Cake. It is $10.49. It's our warm house-made butter cake, topped with fresh pineapple, salted rum caramel, and it comes with vanilla ice cream, and it's made the island way with alcohol. They're using rum.
Before I take a bite, I want you to look at it one more time. Isn't that a beautiful presentation? That's a delicious cake. It's very moist. It's a soft cake. Reminds me of pineapple upside down cake. Pineapples are sweet, and you get a hint of the rum. Especially if you put it in here, you'll get a strong bit of rum.
I'm gonna try this by itself. That definitely has some rum flavor to it, and you can taste a little bit of that caramel mixed in with that rum. There's a lot of sweetness going on. I don't know if it's coming from that pineapple or the cake. The cake also has a buttery flavor to it. It is moist, and you can get a little flavor from that rum, but I don't think a lot, even though you can see it all around there. I don't taste a lot of alcohol in it. Probably most of it burned off when she caught it on fire.
Try a little bit with the ice cream. I'm gonna try more with just the cake, I think, to see if I get sweetness from the cake or if it's just the pineapples. That cake is delicious with or without ice cream. But this time I got more of a salty flavor. It's probably from the salt and caramel that they have on it. Excellent cake.
Now, did you taste any of the alcohol on that bite?
No, I couldn't.
I could eat 2 of those.
I like eating just the cake. I don't even need the pineapple.
Oh, the pineapple adds the sweetness to it.
Thanks to Restore, prime time is back.
I don't want to be bald any longer. If you're daydreaming about having more hair, this is it. This is the way to get there.
I chose Restore because by far they are the best. Such a great team of people. Their technique is the best rest of the history, and the results kind of speak for themselves.
Restore and Dr. Harris has absolutely changed my life. Dr. Harris literally wrote the book on hair restoration.
He was one of the pioneers of FUE.
He's an innovator, hair restoration extraordinaire.
I'm Dr. Jim Harris, Medical Director of Restore. One of the things that sets Restore apart from other practices is we offer a method of FUE where the patient doesn't have to shave their head.
This is an amazing experience for me. I owe it all to Restore.
Go to restorehair.com. Go look at some before and afters. There's no reason why we're looking anywhere else.
I wanted the best, something I could really believe in. That's why I chose Restore.
Get yourself to Restore.
If you like the rum flavor, you want more of it, just do this. Quick look at our receipt. The honey butter chicken sandwich at $11.99. Fish tacos $12.99. The flaming pineapple butter cake $10.49. Grand total $37.96. We just left Bahama Breeze here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania after trying out a couple of their lunch combos. What did you think about it?
I love the theming of this restaurant with the music and the decor inside. Just makes you feel like you're at the Bahamas. Even though I've never been there before, today I was. The chicken sandwich I ordered was crispy on the outside but moist and tender inside. I went with the fruit salad with the mango sorbet on it. That was very good. I don't know where they got that pineapple from, but it was some of the sweetest I've ever had. It was also on that cake that we got. We had great service. Fiona was an excellent waitress, very friendly. And did you see how she lit that cake on
Did a
fire?
good job.
Did a great job. If you're in any area where there's a Bahama Breeze and you're going inside for lunch or dinner, save room for that cake. That was delicious.
I also enjoyed my trip in here. For lunch, I had the blackened mahi tacos. The fish was outstanding. And what I liked about that choice of fish, it took on all the flavors of all the condiments on there. The blackening seasoning was a little spicy, but not overly spicy. Now, after I ate both of them, I did have a small, slow burn in my mouth, but it was still a good one because I like spicy stuff. The tomato salsa was fresh that was on there. Got some crunch from the slaw. As my side, I ordered the seafood chowder. Even though it's 90 degrees outside, I decided to go with it.
But it's cool inside.
Yeah, it was very cool inside. And the atmosphere was very cool inside also. You know, it was creamy. It was chunky. It had plenty of potatoes and seafood. Just a good overall flavor and a little spice to it. I tried some of Bobby's chicken sandwich and I really enjoyed that. Even though it had jerk spices in it, I didn't think it was overly spicy. It was more sweet. But the highlight would have to be that flaming butter cake. Man, was that good and sweet. I mean, it had a little butter flavor from the cake, but that pineapple, like what you were talking about, was probably the sweetest pineapple I've had in a long time. You could taste a little bit of the rum flavor. The alcohol pretty much burn off in there. You don't have to be 21 to order that because most of the alcohol does burn off. It was just a good item to end today's meal with because they also had a key lime pie that sounded very good. Now, there's only 29 of these left in the United States, so if you see one, swing in and try it out either for lunch or for dinner because at dinner they have a lot of other different things than what we showed you for lunch.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, so until we meet again,
J&B.
have left the